Hey everybody, it's Ryan Bridge, the BugMan, and look, this right here is about as different as I could possibly get. But man, this just matches the kind of day I've had, because you know what? It has been an absolutely crazy, awesome day today. I started out my morning, first light, I was up at the park looking at cicadas, because the brood 17-year cicadas, they're bouncing out of the ground right now. So that's a big deal for me, and I've been consumed by that quite a bit. But then I got a call from a local media station that wanted to do an interview on ticks. While on my way there, I got a call from a local elementary school who had found a really cool beetle that I'm going to show you in a minute. And then I finally got done all those things, picked up the beetle and all that, came home, and about 5 minutes through the door, the UPS guy delivered this. Now I know where this is from. I even, for the first time in a while, because I get a lot of mystery boxes in the mail, and usually it's dead bugs. This is hopefully not dead. But either way, I'm gonna crack this open and show you that amazing bug. Hopefully that thing is alive. I'm gonna show you the amazing beetle that I got as a gift today. I'm gonna put both of these things into some enclosures. I'm gonna use them for educational programs, because that's what I do. And on top of that, I'm gonna take these up to the BugMan room, and I'm gonna give you guys as quick a tour of the BugMan room as I can. Let me introduce you to Eric. That's what the school named him, man. Eric is a really cool beetle. And Eric is an eyed click beetle. And I want you guys to take a look at this beetle, man. If I can get him to behave himself. This is an eyed elater, aka click beetle. And how cool are these beetles, man? Just super uber neat. It's not a rare beetle by any means. It's just neat when I actually have one that I can use in programs. The larvae of these beetles live in wood and underneath bark, and they will eventually come out. Once they pupate, they'll hatch. And right now, here in late May, mid to late May, this is the time these things start coming out and showing themselves off. So man, look at those fake eyeballs. Isn't that cool? Big fake eye spots. Now the other thing they do, check this out. Woo! They call them click beetles because they click. You gotta like that, man. What kid would not really dig that? Now they will feed on fruit as an adult, so I'm gonna put him back in that cup for a minute. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna prep his new home for educational programs. They do like to burrow, so I'm gonna give him some substrate. I'm gonna give him about an inch or so of substrate so he can dig down in. I'm using Eco Earth because this is my favorite stuff to use. It's actually crushed coconut shell, which is really cool. Now I could probably put him in here right now and he'll hopefully behave himself. He might even dig down right away. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut him a piece of fruit. I brought a peach home from the store today, because most beetles that I've reared over the years like peaches, and I happen to know that Eric, the eyed click beetle, will probably like them as well. He's intrigued, but he's still a little freaked out. Super cool, neato beetles. What is there not to like about that beetle, man? That is such a cool beetle. I'm gonna put a cap on him. You notice I didn't put air holes? I don't put air holes in most of my containers. There's plenty of air in there, and at the same time, if I put air in it, things dry out too much in there. Now, I'll come back in about 3 or 4 hours and I'll check that peach to make sure it's not gonna mold out on him. Once he settles down and he kind of gets used to his new home and gets adapted in there, he'll probably feed on that peach. I would almost expect it, because I've had these beetles before and they do really well in captivity. They actually live quite a long time. All right, now, this could be fun. So stay with me, guys. I'm really hoping that this is alive. Because if it is, hold on to your butts. Oh, there he comes. Woohoo! Check him out. Yeah, man. It's a Florida Lubber Grasshopper. And my friends Stacy and Tracy down in Melbourne, Florida, found this and decided that it would be a cool pet for the BugMan to use in programs, and they aren't kidding. I have used Lubber Grasshoppers bunches of times. They handle amazingly well. And at the same time, what is there not to love about this grasshopper? Look how big he is. Outstanding, beautiful colors. And cool thing about Lubber Grasshoppers in captivity, they'll eat romaine lettuce. So that is always a good thing too. Give him a few minutes, he's gonna be real happy. And he's gonna go in a container up in the BugMan room. He's gonna go in and he's gonna have a whole new home as well. Outstanding stuff, man. I'm gonna put some substrate in here. And I'm gonna take this upstairs, put this into the container that I'm gonna put him into. I don't generally like to move substrate around up in the BugMan room because it tends to make some dust. Check him out. Just cool as a cucumber. In this case, cool as a Lubber Grasshopper. Super neat. I love these things. And again, man, I use them in education. So, you know, why not? If they're not going to bite and hurt people, why wouldn't you want to use this kind of stuff? They're just too neat. All right. Let's head to BugMan room. I'll take you guys up there. We'll get these two new guys situated, and then I'll give you a quick tour of the BugMan bugs. Stay with me, man. Gotta be fun. All right, so what I did is I didn't have, my prehensile tail fell off a few million years ago, so I decided I'd bring everything up first and then bring you guys up with me. So I'm right here at the BugMan room. Let me get this turned around so you can see the important part. Yeah. All right, let's open up and we'll head on in and we'll see what kind of fun is going on here. All right, if you're curious, I purposely keep things dark. Normally, this is what it looks like in here. I keep it dark most of the time, not pitch black, obviously. There's a window down there, but I don't keep big bright lights all over the live bugs. Most of this stuff is nocturnal anyway, so it's going to appreciate it. Here's the substrate I brought up. Now, the grasshoppers don't require a lot. These Lubber Grasshoppers are dirty. That's kind of the catch to the Lubber Grasshoppers. They just get real dirty, but see that dust? That's why I don't like to pour that up. They pour that out of big bags up here. All right, perfect size. Check him out, man. And he's happy. There is nothing more yummier than romaine lettuce. It's like gourmet food for Florida Lubber Grasshopper. All right, so simple stuff. I'm gonna peel a couple leaves. I'm gonna measure the height. Obviously, they're too high, so I cut them down and I put them in. That is about as classic as this needs to be. Okay, too high and he'll be crawling around on the top. If I generally they'll stay right on the food plant. So as long as I don't make it too high and don't give him too much room to get, too much room to play, he'll pretty much stay right where he is. Then there you go. That is about as simple as it gets for Lubber Grasshoppers. Again, it doesn't need to be 5-star. This lid slips right on the top. And Eric and the Lubber Grasshopper are all done. It's not, there's a little tiny hole on this one, but that's more than anything just to let some of the moisture vent out, because I'll actually put a little bit of water in this ceramic cup in there, and that will in turn keep that romaine lettuce nice and fresh. And that is absolutely important to do that. So now I got this cool leftover romaine lettuce that I haven't used for the Lubber Grasshopper. I've got a couple leaves on here that are, a couple sad looking leaves on here as well, so we'll tear those off. There's another one. And now these will get used for those. And these are the Madagascar hissing cockroaches. Now, normally I would keep my Madagascar hissing cockroaches separate. Boys and girls would have separate containers, but I threw them in here about 2.5 months ago under the impression that way they'll do what cockroaches do. And that way I'll have a whole bunch of nice breeding stock going into the program season as things pick up. So I'm just going to take this leftover lettuce, sort of drop it in here, sort of hamper scamper, break it up a little bit, and they will be very, very happy. Because again, romaine lettuce is pretty much like 5-star to these guys. Look, he's already coming down to eat. Happy bugs. And I keep them in this little basket thingy because every now and then I'll get a baby that will escape. And I discovered a while back that they don't go real far, but if the container is just laying right on top, they're going to be able to kind of free roam around the room. I put them in these laundry baskets, these real cheap little laundry baskets, and they stay in there. They don't go anywhere. They'll sort of sort of cup up in one of the corners, or they'll hang right inside the screen. But they don't try to leave because the food is always in here, and it always smells better in there. And they get I think they're a little afraid of leaving their comfort zone. So check it out, man. Look, I've got Eric, the ID later, and I've got a Florida Lubber Grasshopper. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to call the Florida Lubber Grasshopper Elliot. I think Elliot will be a really cool name. I think kids will dig that. I go into classrooms with Elliot. That will be neat. So he just became Elliot. Look, man, like and subscribe. You know where to find me. And you know what I've decided I'm going to do? I'm going to take you guys on a tour of the live bugs on our next edition, man. You know what? So stay with me. That cool stuff's coming up. Like I said, it never stops getting wild right here at BugMan headquarters. Guys, I'm out of here. I want to give you back your day. Thanks a lot. Thank you for all your support. We're almost at 1,000 subscriptions. Keep it coming in, man. I really appreciate it. See you. Bye.